Alright, welcome. Welcome everyone. I had some audio issues earlier, so I started a little bit off target from where I intended to. But now that we are live, let me turn the music down. There we go, and that should be good enough. No one's watching yet, but that's not going to stop me from getting started, so let's go ahead. 1 second. There we go. Sorry for noise in the background, of course it is a dorm room. Dorm rooms can be loud. I got the pirate hat out for this one. So, this is the ship we will be rebuilding. Well, I mean, I say rebuilding, but mostly just modifying. This is the old Battleship Halberd. And, yeah, from Kirby, some of you may recognize it. But the goal here is obviously to get this ship working a little bit better. I haven't touched it since like 2018, and a lot of things are broken, and it never really was that well made to begin with. Like, for example, I could just do something right here. This is meant to be chain. If I go ahead and add a support pillar, I can replace these little window blocks with chain. Alright, now if I go into decoration, yeah, large chain. That way it can actually look a bit better. Not really good with going sideways, is it? Yeah, we can have an extension that goes out to reach it in that case. Welcome Spartan, welcome to the stream. We just started, so you haven't missed much. But yeah, if you can't tell, we are going to be rebuilding this baby. Battleship Halberd. Of course, this is very lightly armored. It's made out of alloy and it floats using helium, so this is effectively a big dirigible. That's why it's not the best fighting, because I designed it back. I still don't know the most about guns, but a lot of these guns are just not very good. Like, the ones on the front are serviceable. This one is pretty serviceable, but a lot of these guns on this part of the ship are just not worth it. So I may be rebuilding a few of those here and there. This is going to be a shorter stream, so this is going to be starting a rebuild process. I don't know how far along it's going to get, but just in case, I'm going to be doing some small edits here and there that will hopefully make this ship better than it was when I first designed it. At least that's the goal. So what I'm doing here is just adding a bit of propellers, because this thing uses helium and some propellers to keep itself aloft, and the goal is to make sure it doesn't use too much fuel while hovering, because the goal is to be kind of cheap. Like, this thing shouldn't be too expensive to build in-game if you wanted to build it inside a campaign. So there's another version someone made on the Steam Workshop that's bigger and better and more powerful, but that thing is chews through power and it is very expensive to build. So this is just like, hey, this thing looks like the Halberd, so close enough. You're on a 12-hour trip to Texas. And you're like, wait, what do you mean your legs are in pain? Are you walking there? You taking a hike to Texas? Come on, hop aboard. Here, we'll take you there, if this thing has enough fuel to get there. But no. Yeah, but just letting you know, this won't be too long of a stream. I gotta do something later tonight, but I wanted to fit the stream in. I didn't know that I was going to be doing something else tonight, but I still wanted to get part of the stream. So, as you can see on the inside, it's really kind of bare bones, because I'm trying to save weight and make sure this thing stays aloft. But yeah, the main goal was just making sure this thing looks like the Halberd, you know? And to be fair, I think it looks like the Halberd. Here's one thing. This is a laser anti-munition defense right here. And it is tiny. It is actually, I don't think it goes below the hull. It doesn't even go below the hull. This tiny thing is expected to take down a missile. Oh no, that's gotta change. Who knows, maybe we'll do something to make sure this thing stays aloft a little better. Put in some more propellers here and there. Are there any in the front? There are not. Oh, sorry, pardon the room there. Pardon. Again, this is a busy dorm room. My roommates are going to be, you know, doing roommate things, so. In fact, I could start by extending this gun a little bit. I think I'm going to keep as much as I can without having to get rid of too much. So we'll just make these barrels a little bit longer. What happened here? Are these all ailerons? I guess that it is important to make sure they're not, what's the word? What the? How does this work? Are these old? I don't know how the new ones are placed compared to the old ones. Here, let me tell them to keep in mind. Down a little bit. I'll try to keep the stream short, but still. Oh no, okay, cool. Have fun. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, they're about to head out. I got some good roommates, I'll say that much. They're pretty chill. But yeah, I think they changed the way ailerons work when I first placed them, because that looks different. These both are, yeah, different quality, so. Make the lower area not as wide, as well as the grapple thing being a tether missile. This thing? It would be hard to fit I like the idea of a tether missile. I may install a tether missile, but if you're talking about this thing, that's, I don't know if that's going to be able to fit with like a chain aesthetic. I don't know. We'll see, but yeah, it's just, I'm trying to get a general view, because I know, here, let me pull up a reference image. Let me go on Google Images here. You all won't be able to see it, but I'm just going to pull up a little reference. Because this cannon on the top here, above the laser cannon itself sucks too, but the cannon on top of the laser one also sucks. So I may make that one a different type of cannon. Because if you think about, I don't know, that one's supposed to look big. Again, the point is making sure this thing looks big enough and looks like the Halberd. That's the biggest thing. It needs to look as much like the Halberd as it can. It's funny, this ship appears in the Google image result. This construction that I made appears in the Google image results for it. And of course the other version that is better also appears, but that one is a bit more effective, but it's a bit, I don't know. I'm trying to reach the brawl, like the Smash Brothers brawl sort of construction of the Halberd, compared to the older Kirby games where it was like much more pudgy. So here, let me find a good reference image here. Ooh, that one looks good. Open in new window, or open image in new tab. There we go, yep, that looks better. Kinda. So yeah, there's a triple turret behind the main one, like a standard battleship gun. And this main turret has one big gun and then a laser cannon below it. And yeah, I can't hear any audio because I'm wearing this hat. If I try to put my headphones on over it, it just looks like this. I'll just like go like that, so I'm not gonna mess with it. So I don't have any audio here. So I'm going for a Yamato-esque look. I mean, I guess. It's still gonna look like the Halberd. I'm just going for more of a brawl Halberd than a, like I said, than an early, like, Kirby Superstar Halberd. Also, this AA gun is like, was a prefab I had. It's less than useless. I may be replacing a lot of this. And a lot of these are just simple laser turrets, which I'm fine with, but they're serviceable. It's just, they don't even, do they even have the, okay, they do have failsafes, but the problem with these is that, of course, they may clip the wings. I mean, then again, these wings don't do anything other than provide a tiny bit of propulsion, because, of course, they don't have any room behind them. They're just for show. Actually, why don't I put this on the other side of the, I don't know. Just looking at what I need to do right now. Let's see. Yeah, these turrets are less than useless, so I'm gonna probably snip those and replace them with something different. Let me look at my prefabs. Or sub-objects. Something I can slap on for a quick improvement. There's particle accelerators. That has stuff below it though, that's the problem. I could have had a better gun, but... Actually, what about a cruiser turret? I could do a triple turret here. What? Let me spawn something. I have an idea to replace this turret right here, since this thing's also kind of useless. So, let me spawn in one of my cruisers. Because I think I can snip a gun off of that and then change that gun. Where is she? Cavalry. Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Actually, where's the retrofit? There we go, that's the one I'm looking for. Okay. And just to make sure we don't have any damage, I'm going to turn damage off for a sec. Alright, there we go, damage off. So this is the cavalry class cruiser, and we are going to steal this turret off of her. And I'm going to change the outside of it to look better, so, for the halberd. So, sub-objects. Cavalry triple turret. I think I already have that, but I'm going to save over it. Oh yeah, actually, that's kind of a bulky turret. Do we have enough room? Because again, I don't think I had, this is kind of small. I don't think I had enough room for it at first. Actually, there could be. Let me compare. Oh yeah, that's doable. That's doable. So let's save the halberd right here. And get rid of this. Now, of course, we need to make sure we have enough room for the entire turret assembly and the rotation of it. So, is the height good? I think so. Well, actually, wait. We'll have to place it one block up, it looks like. Yes, we'll need to place it on a one block platform, which is fine. Let's go ahead and do no paint like that. Place this block here just to have something to place it on, and then we'll replace that with other systems below hand. Sub-objects. Well, the problem is this thing has a lot of space behind it, so it needs a lot more rotation room than this currently allows. How does that affect this part? I may have to blend this side into the back of this section, which I'm fine with doing. It'll just disrupt a little bit. But if I kind of want this, even if it causes some weirdness to happen. I want to make sure this thing can rotate fully, so... In fact, I'm going to just make this all like that. Make sure we have enough room to rotate properly. Now, we'll do a test after we place it. And I need to make sure I grab the shells that this gun uses as well. I want to make sure it uses the proper ones. And I'll need to adjust the gun's, what's the word? Not rotation. The gun's field of fire. Make sure it won't shoot into itself. In fact, I made the ship so long ago that I first found out you could set limits to the field of fire when I was building this ship. This was the first ship I ever actually set limits to field of fire on. So that, if that tells you anything. That looks fine for now. I'll just change the outside of it to where it looks more similar to the actual halberd. Let's check, make sure this turret can rotate properly. What? Oh, it can. Yep. That's all the rotation I needed to have. Yep. That's good clearance. Of course, she does use I will replace some other things here. I'll make sure this armor is replaced with better looking. Too bad there's no like 3D. Oh, there probably is a 3D model. I just have to change and Google one up. Here, let me see. Looking up a 3D model. But I need to make sure it's the right type. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe it is. Well, that's the trophy version, but no, that's suitable. There is still a space, though. There's a space between the gun. Yeah, this is just a microscopic version of the ship. Although, what I could do is extend this outward, because in reality the design is more sloped instead of this thick wall design. So I'm going to extend this part outwards and follow the brawl design closer. Actually, what I could do here instead is do something along the lines of... What paint does this use? This is not using any paint. Place that there. I'm going to make all of it kind of sloped. And that slope would meet up. Actually, no. I was right the first time. That looks better. I'll keep it the way it is. Except I'll extend this out one block. So, do this. And then I can extend that part out one. Yeah, they haven't left yet. I thought they had left by now, but I guess they haven't. Right. Keep going. Keep trucking. I'm sure I'm not missing any. Yeah, it's good. The playlist is still working. Again, I have no audio on this side. Some people, if anyone was thinking to ask, I've never really used the keyboard-based building style, but I don't really want to. Sure, it's probably faster in the long run, but I'm just too lazy to learn it, so, oh well. Now if we select this turret again, we can actually make this girl look a bit more intimidating. Because again, this is primarily a battleship turret, not a light cruiser turret on the actual ship. So this is obviously scaled down. But yeah, I'm going to replace this with alloy, just because, again, I don't want it to be weighing too much. Halberd's gotta keep off the pounds. Wait a minute, what? Actually, no, I want to change the whole design of the way the turret looks. In fact, I don't want this tapered edge. I'd rather have it be a full sideways sort of flow. In fact, I could go for an invert, a double invert here. Something like that. Yeah, that could work. I just, for a more intimidating profile. And again, she'll still be firing the equivalent of light cruiser shells, but I don't mind. And she doesn't really go off the edge too much, except for sort of nacelles, or not nacelles, but divot for radar suite. We go into AI. I'm gonna actually make that a proper detection component. Rangefinder, sorry, not radar. Is that a good enough extension? Yes, it is. And a lot of people use mimics more often. I'm lazy and I don't, so there's that. I think we'll go for a simple plating on the top. I think the plating's here. I remember a long time ago when I made a medium scale Lego Halberd, built the model, and tweaked it. Oh, nice, except all purple. And there's your sacrifice. But yeah, that sounds cool. And I had a lot of Lego as a kid, but I don't have it anymore. Of course, got rid of it before I went off to college. Plop this down. In fact, I don't know why I did that specific. I kind of like the white though, even though the white paint job isn't original to the Halberd. I do think it looks cooler. So I'm gonna keep the white stripe on it. Insert funny joke about the band name here. But besides that, I may use a few mimics here in the back. Again, I don't care about mimics too much, but I could use it. I don't avoid mimics altogether. In fact, just to show that I don't avoid mimics altogether, where's the average class? There we go. This is probably the one ship that I used mimics on the most. A little aside. This is a little dreadnought battleship sort of design that I had the, or pre-dreadnought actually. Not dreadnought, but pre-dreadnought. No, it's both. But, yeah, these mimics took a while for that cage mast, so I was really proud of that. Like, I had it lazy at first, and then I made the actual full version, so. And her guns, they're okay. They're serviceable. How much does she cost? 155. Yeah, I'd say she's worth it for the cost in a campaign. It's just, she doesn't have any shielding, because, you know, she's a dreadnought battleship, and I don't know why I threw in the paddle wheels when they're unnecessary, and they add like 1 meter a second to the propulsion. Oh well. I just thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool if it was a paddle steamer? But then I'm like, wait a minute, this paddle's tiny, so, and I didn't want to obstruct these guns, so I'm like, oops. Yeah, it's kind of hard to make a battleship using that. Anyway, let me go ahead and despawn that. While I'm at it though, let me steal the shells for this gun. Access intakes. Oh, they actually have something here. So it's the Squash Hesh. You need the Squash Hesh shell. Where did I have that one? In fact, I think I could do the important components only. Is this the one I was looking for? Squash Hesh. Yes it is. Alright, now I can just copy and paste it. Prefab. One, two, three, four. Right? That covers it? Actually, no, I need one more. 6. Boom. That should grab me the right type of shell I need. Place it on here, start loading the gun with it. Now where should I place this shell? I think I placed some shells over here in the past, but that's probably not the best idea. Wait a minute, I'm not using this space for anything. Screw that. Yes, I am. I don't care if it's asymmetric. It's my ship, damn it. Alright, let's see. And it copied the attributes. Yes, it did. So I want the Hesh Squash Head to load for these guns. Access intakes. Squash Hesh. There we go. That should be the right gun. This may actually be 1-to-1 scale because Kirby's 8 inches tall. You were the one who made that? Crazy. But made what? The yeah, I made that last battleship, yeah. Like, if I wanted to pull something else out, is this a giant underwater pyramid? What's going on with this? Why is there a random-ass pyramid here? What? Is that a terrain bug? That just looks like a straight-up pyramid they slapped right here. Does that show up on the map? I don't know. Wait a minute, what song is playing? Oh, it's that one. Yeah, a lot of this is just Toho music. Let's see. Because again, probably the only other good battleship well, this one isn't really a true battleship. Where's the one girl? Where is not Candy? I need someone else. Claude, there we go. Claudius. Let's load her in. Because, if anything, I may actually have some extra anti-munition systems that we build in this version. And I may take inspiration or take some of these anti-munition systems from this ship, which is the Claudian-class battleship. Let me turn the lights off for a sec. And there she is in all her might right there. Yes, I drew a MS Paint thing for her, but, you know, screw it. Gotta have some weeb stuff in here. So, yeah, this is the Claudius-class battleship. Well, Claudian, but, yeah, that's the main guns. If I built a full-scale version of the Halberd, that would be the battleship gun that we were working on just now instead of a light cruiser gun, but sadly, she is the size that she is, and I don't want to mess with that right now, so this is not the full-size gun that that's the gun I would have put in, and we are not doing that right now. But, yeah, aside from that, you know, it's just weight is another consideration, because these guns are, you know, massive. They're battleship guns. So, that'll take a while. The green South Carolina? World feels so small right now. What are you talking about? You never knew I made these vehicles? I mean, I have a Steam Workshop page. I just hadn't played From the Depths in a long time, is the thing. So I just, you know, I've been doing other stuff, playing other games right now, so. I have an entire fleet. I think in any of the videos on this channel I did make about From the Depths, not the streams, but all the videos I have using From the Depths have a link to my Steam Workshop page for the related vehicles I use, but yeah. Let's see, if we keep working on Halberd here, I need to finish up with the Top Gun here. Top Gun. Yeah, I'll do a little bit of Mimic stuff just to make this part look better. Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to mess with here. Let's do that. Do we not have those transitions? Yes, we do. I'm glad for that. I wish we had more types of transitions. I know I'm a bit greedy, but we need even more transitions than we already have, because still, there's just so many things that need them. If I pull back up the 3D model, yeah, it slopes downward at the end, but actually, I could use oblique armor panels to round that design out. Close enough. And I can use oblique panels here. Actually, that would... Where's the 1.5? There we are, that's better. And... Here, let me grab a Mimic. Mimic. Am I looking in the right place? Or am I just blind? Yes, I am blind. Okay. What would I want for this? Let's just go with alloy beam, 2 meter. Flip that 90 degrees, negative 90. Move it up 1. Maybe shrink it a bit. Forward backwards scaling. So keep it at that. I wanna. There we go. Make it a bit thinner. 0.5. And we'll move it inside the hull a little bit, so this part is exposed. And then I'll make the oblique panel. Actually, no. Instead of an oblique panel, I'll just have another Mimic. I want to make sure these are in a place that doesn't obstruct something else. Control C, Control V. Oh wait, Control V. So why is this messing up? The hell? What is this? What? Oh, that's a shield projector. Oh. That's what was doing that. So let's just do 0.99. 5. Well, that didn't solve the problem. Then what is that one metal thing sticking out right there? Oh, that's what that is. That got rid of it. Good. I don't know why that was there. So I'll move this forward and instead delete this block, move this one back 2. There we go. Then I'll have a different version. I know this is taking a bit of time, but it's from the depths. That's what you gotta do. It takes a lot of time to build things, at least that look good. Slope. Wait. Slope 2 meter. Left-right scaling 0.5. And then I need 90-degree roll. Okay, minus 90-degree roll. And back 1.5. 1.25? There we go. That looks better. And then we'll need some sort of mimic for this part as well. Just get a regular beam to cover this part up. Okay, another mimic, Control-C, Control-V, and this is a plate, alloy plate. Oh wait a minute, I don't want to mimic that, or paste the mimic attributes. Plate. Zero, 90, minus 90. Push forward by 1.05. So that's a scaling. 0.1. Nope, that's forward. 0.1. No. 0.1. Too much. 0.05. Yes, that's good. Pull that one. Backwards. Minus 3, and paint is the color of the rest. There we go. Control-C, Control-V. Wait, what? Wait a minute. I didn't mean to change it to a decoration. How do I undo that? Wait, oh, I messed up. Shoot. How do I even do a decoration? I don't know how to do that. Here, I'm gonna Google that. Pull up my right window here. Oh, and of course Google won't work. I can't specifically Google how to undo decorations. Nothing will tell me that. Because Google doesn't understand what I'm trying to say, so now I'm stuck with this. Where's the decoration tied to? What block? Delete all untethered? Well, where's the tether? Is it this one? Okay, there it is. Delete. That's what I wanted to do. But because of that, this is now undone. So let me just make this simpler for myself. Up 0.05 and backwards -3. There we go. Control C, Control V, Q, flip. Okay. Control C, Control V, flip. That's what I wanted to do. Control C, Control V, flip. All that time just for one turret. And this one isn't connected. Where is it? In here. Here it is. Go ahead and slap a connector on here. Receiver. Slap that on top of it. And here as well. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Now, can I replace some of this and make it look better? Make sure I'm deselected from the turret. Yep, looks good. Can the turret still rotate properly? Where is the... There we go. Why did it take me out of the turret? Okay, it's still attached to one. Now this turret in the back is kind of weird looking. I don't like the design it has. I think we should replace this turret. This looks too bulky and cartoonish. Meantime, we'll save. Finally 50 minutes from your destination. What, are you on a plane or a train or something? I still don't get how you're, where you are, or what you're using to travel. And these are old turrets. Wait, these are Interceptor turrets? That's kind of an outdated system. I built that a long time ago. This is going to be a more than one stream project. I may just do most of the work offhand and then show off the result. I mean, then again, there are so many other games I'm playing. Secret. And then there's this turret down here that's iffy. Turret underneath the ship. There are a bunch of turrets underneath the ship. But wait a minute, that's a big turret underneath the ship. It's like on a pod or something. I built those weird, like, exhaust vent things that were there before. Actually, those are just downward-facing thrusters, but... In fact, I could make those a bit wider if I wanted to and make propellers facing upwards, although that may take some time. I'm just sort of brainstorming what I want to do. Because if I wanted to place another turret here, that would mean I had to deconstruct this missile array. Either that or build a really flat turret. And we'll see. We will see. Actually, I could do some minor hull improvement for the time being. Again, the paints have all changed since they changed the way the lighting engine works. That's an interesting transition right there. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Here? Oh, that may break the, Really? The armor's that thin? What? Why did I make the armor that thin? Guess I really didn't want this thing to see combat, huh? Shore up a little bit of that. Is this all? Yeah, that's all angled armor. Okay, let's make a little bit of redundancy. The weight can be sacrificed a bit if it means this thing will go down in flames immediately. But, Again, this is one of my really early builds. I did not build this. I built this a long time ago, so. Where's the 2 to 3? Do we have a 2 to 3? No, that's not what I'm looking for. 2-meter offset? Yeah, that works a bit better. Yeah, that works quite a bit better. Although I don't know how to get it. Ooh, and that works there. There we go. See, these blocks weren't around when I was building this thing. Other than that, yeah, this thing just needs a lot more little bits of armor here and there. I'm just gonna slap some beams down. And then again, it's not like a lot of extra armor that this will give it, but better than nothing. She's pretty thin, thin-decked otherwise. Alright, take another look out here. Yeah, we still got some improvements to do on the outer hull. It's just, for me, it's just there's so much to do, it's hard to focus on doing a certain thing at once. So much to do, so much to see, so what's wrong with taking the back streets? Again, there's just no armor here. Who designed this thing? Oh wait, that was me. Yeah, I've definitely, I'm still not very good at this game. I'm just gonna admit that right off the bat. I'm still not very good because I don't play too often and I don't have enough time to sink into it because I'm a busy college student. But I definitely learned a lot from the time that I have been playing, so. Again, why so little armor? Why did I do this? No wonder the Halberd always gets destroyed in the Kirby games. This thing does not have much protection. It's a one-shot. Wait a minute, that's not the right... That's not what I'm looking for. What is what I'm looking for? Is that what I used? I need something different. What looks different? The problem is that doesn't fix this part. Because even the offset kind of has that jutting part right there. See, we need more different types of transitions. Is this it? Ah, that's what I was looking for. There we go. Had to find the right piece. Again, it's just so little armor. I'll go ahead and place that around here. That looks a bit better. There we go. That's a bit more sleek of a hull design. Of course, these turrets are kind of bulky too. I kind of want to replace these turrets with other turrets, but again, I'm gonna have to custom design these. I want to replace these with advanced cannons. And again, I like these tiny turrets. I really do. I think they're good. But the thing is, like, it's just that they're continuous lasers. That's the problem. Oh, I forgot to set the constraints for this turret. There's the marker. Alright, I want to set the constraints. I don't... Problem is, there is no advanced field of fire that you can do with this. Because right now, do I have the AI that prevents it from... What's that one AI piece? Do I have the... Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't think we have the AI failsafe. I need the failsafe. Looking inside the gun right here. Yeah, I would have to get rid of this recoil absorber in order to place the failsafe, but I kind of need to. Can I place a recoil absorber somewhere else? I don't even know how I designed this gun originally. Not connected. Speed connected with gauge increase. Yes, that fixed it, I think. Can we still rotate the turret? Yes, we can. Okay, that fixed the gun. So that looks a bit better than the one that was there before, at least in my opinion. But, besides that, there's just a lot of general improvements. This thing is useless. Welcome to the stream, people who've joined recently. You're looking at low quality animations in here. I'm building the Battleship Halberd, well, rebuilding my old version of the Battleship Halberd from the Kirby series. Why y'all mentioning these videos you're watching? I don't think I've heard of some of that stuff, but I think I've heard of all these before. But anyways, oh, these aren't even painted. Here, let me paint these. In fact, a lot of this isn't painted. What does the front of the halberd look like here? Shinier, definitely shinier. I may want like a special paint for the faceplate. That's the wrong thing. Well, that's a bit too shiny. Actually, maybe the ship could use a fresh coat of. Nah, that's too shiny, or at least too bright. Maybe I can make another different paint. That's better. It just needs to be shiny. I don't want it to be really white. That's better. We'll paint it this color. What we'll go for. I think that'll make the face mask part of the ship look better. Of course, we'll keep the gold parts because, of course, I want to have some of it still look golden-ish. And I kind of like the little spikes we have going for part of it. But for the rest, I need to kind of like stick to a solid black color, matte black like we did before. I could fix this piece though. Or could I? Am I not using the right section? I don't think I am. I think I'll do that. Keep it to here, and then the rest will be that black color we had before. So it's harder to tell with the light. In fact, is it because can I affect the time of day and make it look different? It's still kind of midday. Kind of hard to tell. It's a bit of shiny black. I kind of want it to be more of a matte black. Or gray. But maybe I could increase the alpha a bit. That looks better. There we go. That's better. I like that. We'll add this section to that paint scheme. Oh yes, that definitely looks better. And we'll do the same with these jet engines. And under the nose. And some of these are purple because I know it has like a purple-ish color. Although, actually, that is a bit darker. What color is this? I may make this a bit darker. Paint number 12. Definitely less neon pink. Or purple. Yeah, more of a purple, less of a pink. I don't want it to be too dreary though. What about zero shininess? Ew, that's ugly. Need some shininess. Yeah, I think that looks better. Do a quick save here. what got me hooked on From the Depths. I'm assuming you mean hooked, but a friend recommended me get it a long time ago. I've been playing this game since 2016. Actually, I can double check when my first screenshot was. January of 2016. One of my first screenshots was me with a wooden battleship. It was not very good. Most of my stuff was not very good. But yeah, most of that, yeah, I've been playing since 2016, back with the old cram cannons that shot really, really fast. So, yeah. But I think I just got into it myself, and I liked making some of the ships. But the stuff I made at the first was really crap. I think what got me back into it is I made a whole series of wooden ships, and then that got me to, and then I made my whole fleet of World War II era ships, and I do have videos in my channel about going over those. Like, because I don't want every stream that I do to turn into a, here's my World War II ships because someone mentioned them. But, for example, that cruiser we were just on, that we took that turret from, this cruiser that I built. Yeah, this is one of the ones from that World War II design line-esque, even though I built really small. Where's the drawing, though? Where's the ship's mascot? Because I always gotta show off the mascots. Yep, there she is. There's the ship's mascot. But yeah, I'm not good at drawing, but, you know, a good ship needs a good mascot. And that's what kind of made me stop, because then I realized, wait a minute, every time I build a new ship, I'm gonna have to take time to draw a new mascot, so I ended up stopping. But, yeah, I made a lot of them. Where's one that doesn't look really, really bad? Here, you want a fleet carrier? Here's a fleet carrier. A very basic fleet carrier, but yeah. Thing is, I want actual hangars in my fleet carriers and working elevators. Where's the button? Where's the button? There we go. Yeah. If I make an aircraft carrier, by God, it's gonna have working elevators and a working hangar bay. I want to be able, I can land my really bad aircraft, because I'm always really bad with aircraft. I need to be able to land my aircraft on the flight deck by myself and actually stow them inside the ship using like rubber to prevent it from destroying itself. I remember watching a little bit of Rabbis in the past, but mostly it was me getting myself into it more than anything. Wait a minute. Why isn't this thing going all the way down? There's an empty space for the elevator. Oh, did I use the wrong type of piston? Because that's supposed to go completely flush with the rest of the flight deck. Yeah, I may have to fix that later. I think that used to work properly, but maybe it got messed up. Here, I'll show. Screw it, it's now a show-off stream. I'll work on the other ship later. Here, you want my newest fleet carrier? Here's my newest fleet carrier. This one has an all-rubber flight deck to meet that same goal I did before, and it has like one of those little radar balloon things they can launch. And I actually put stuff on the outside this time, or it has an anti-aircraft suite. So, here, let me make the marker down. Yeah, this one has elevators too, and they also work. Hopefully this one will actually work properly. There we go, elevators going down. And there's a side elevator as well, even though nothing can actually get out of all these doors because it's a solid block. But I thought having a side elevator would be cool. I like the straight deck carriers though. I don't think I'm going to make modern looking carriers because modern carriers look so boring. Like, just if you want good looking characters, carrier designs, or just interesting looking ones, look at like the early Japanese carriers, like Akagi and Kaga. Those looked really weird, but I like their designs. Which carrier did I use for the Neater video? Neater video. Was that the one where it's like, you ain't from Michigan if you've never done this before? I think that was Cloud. Was it Cloud? I don't know. I think it was the one I just showed off, Cloud. But I did have another one. Where's Eborg? Where's my other fleet carrier? There she is. She was the first of the fleet carriers, and you can tell she has a completely open flight deck. She's an open deck carrier. And she has a big gun in the front that's useless. But Yeah, and she has guns, anti-aircraft guns that are right at the waterline, which definitely don't cause any problems. Although a lot of real-life carriers did have problems putting weapons too close to the waterline. But, at first, I don't know why she has a list that badly. She never listed that badly before. So her center of mass is still pretty close to the center, and it's not the island. Okay, no, see, it righted itself. But yeah, ignore these on the bottom. They don't exist. But, yeah. So she was an open deck. Of course, the problem is that I always built this wrong to where the elevators wouldn't go down far enough, so. And she had to have her flight deck extended because it was too short, and her flight deck's kind of thin, or not thin, but thin this way. So that's just another thing. So yeah, those are my 3 main fleet carriers for the most part. Wait, it didn't delete the aerostat. Let me delete that. There we go. I don't think I assigned it to be part of the mothership, like a drone of the mothership. Where's my best destroyer? Where's Anarchy? I need her. Where's ANCAP? Wait a minute. Oh, I saved Halberd in the category that I shouldn't have saved Halberd. Oops. There we go. Because I had a separate folder for these. Here we go. Anarchy. That's the one I wanted. Missed the old physics. I forgot what was different about the old physics, because I know a lot of it is the same as it was before, but I miss the old cram cannons, how stupidly fast you can make them fire. Those were the days. But yeah, this is the Anarchy class destroyer. Probably the biggest destroyer I have, and that's not saying much. Like, where's my smallest destroyer? That would be Cathode. Where is Cathode? Spawn her right next to them. So yeah, actually, she isn't much bigger than Cathode, so I really build on the small side. And again, these ships aren't very deep, so. But yeah, I want to make sure all of my ships are fully walkable. That's the full thing. If my ships aren't fully walkable, then I have failed. It needs to be able to have me go in almost every part of the ship. But yeah, I made a mascot for this one as well. Included the Yankee with no brim right there in the middle. And got a flaming bottle of Corona Extra for, you know, Anarchy, because Anarchy class. Anyway, but yeah, that's each ship of the class would be named after a different type of anarchy. So this is the first ship of the class. She would be named ANCAP for anarcho-capitalism. Then you would have anarcho-monarchism, anarcho-primitivism, anarcho-communism, which is an oxymoron. Yeah, the list goes on. But anyway, I thought it was clever. It's probably not, but oh well. And I'm a really big fan of using the simple weapon anti-aircraft guns because I like them. So, other than that, it's just so funny how big the cram cannons are, though, if you think about the scale of it. Where's the heavy cruiser? Where's the really dumb heavy cruiser? Where is she? Where's Ruben? Where's Ruby? The tiny ass, the pocket heavy cruiser. Not pocket battleship. No. The pocket heavy cruiser. Actually, that's the pre-retrofit. Here, let me put the pre- and post-retrofit versions right next to each other. Because the post-retrofit version fixed her a little bit. Again, if you think about that, 1400mm guns, and those aren't even close to the biggest cram cannons you can get. And when you think about that, cram cannons are massive compared to real life. So yeah, this is the pre-retrofit and the post-retrofit version of the Prince Ruben class. And yeah, that was supposed to be a heavy cruiser based off of the guns, but yeah, definitely not a heavy cruiser. In fact, look what happens when I try to aim the guns. She immediately lists. That is the list she will have, and that was before I added these ballast tanks here. So before I added these ballast tanks, this list would have been around a 40-degree angle instead of like a 15-degree angle. So yeah, her guns were a bit heavy. And that's like, oh wait, I should start building bigger, I said to myself, and then didn't start building bigger, so oops. Here, let's pull these out of play and delete them. I always build way too small. Last one looked like I don't know what the Nugan is. When people say like Norse names like that, I think of the Alicorn from Ace Combat, because I just played Ace Combat 7. And actually one of my Steam friends was building like the Sinfaxi class submarine from one of the Ace Combat games, and I helped him out a little bit with the design process. So. But that was a long time ago. It was like a year ago that we did that. What other designs were noteworthy? Oh, the Tower. Tower. Tower class battlecruiser. Oh god. And again, her design philosophy. What if I made a battlecruiser with a giant ass pagoda mast for no reason? An unnecessarily tall pagoda mast. So this is the result. That is the Tower class battlecruiser. She can be seen from miles and miles away. But aside from that, I actually didn't build tiny with her, so she's a decent size. I just wanted a detailed looking superstructure. In fact, if we start from the bottom, starting all the way at the deck, bottom deck of the ship, I'm gonna walk all the way through the superstructure. Where's an entrance? Here's an entrance. Oh, it's lagging. There's the little sick bay, medical bay right there. But yeah, again, I wanted to make this all fully walkable. We have a light cruiser. Well, when you say light cruiser, I'm guessing you mean he builds big. Well, if he builds big, I build small. But yeah, I don't watch many From the Depths YouTube videos these days. Oh, that's cool. You can see the cavalry on the beach from the window. But here, we're on the second level of the superstructure right now. So this is floor 2 of superstructure. Floor 3. Fourth floor. On the 4th floor, this is the ship's mascot right here. She looks like an admiral, or like Royal Navy sort of. And since these ships are all fictionally under the micronation of Sealand, like that's why these little platforms are there, like, sea platforms, even though they're really badly drawn because I can't draw. But yeah, so yeah, that's the ship's mascot. 4th floor up to the 5th floor. This is the main battle bridge right here. Actually, navigational / battle bridge. 5th floor, 6th floor, another observation bridge, or deck / bridge. 7th floor is open and consists of anti-aircraft as well as visual detection. 8th floor is just another small area. 9th floor is a backup bridge near the top. And 10th floor is the top floor. Where's the ladder? There it is. And you can go in a little bulkhead up here to the very top. So yeah, 10 floors of superstructure in one ship. Pair of light cruisers named the Ace Combat 7 Devil Children. Oh. Well, if that was Ace Combat 7, since that was released somewhat recently, well, kind of recently, then maybe, yeah, I haven't watched From the Depths of YouTube videos in a long time. Like, since 2018, I think, was the last time I saw a From the Depths video. I mean, I've made a few, but last time I saw someone else's. Yeah, aside from that, that is the battlecruiser right here. What other ships of note are there? Because I'm gonna make this a shorter stream anyway, because I got something else to do tonight. It's been an hour. I'll get back to the Halberd in a little bit, but I want to show off a little bit more before I go. It's weird. YouTube says there are 0 concurrent viewers, and it's false, or at least 1, so... I don't know, YouTube always does that. It's not like I stream for viewers or anything. Here's one of my submarines. I just took another submarine that was like... The thing is, my ships are cheap. Where's the C class? That's the Type D. Where's the Type C? Where's the Type C submarine? There she is. So, yeah, my submarines, their thing is, or just my ships in general, they're small, but they're cheap. This is a very campaign-effective submarine based off of the U-boat, and it'll dive when it detects enemies, and it only costs 22k. It has a decent amount of torpedo tubes as well as anti-munition missile tubes. So, And then her big sister right here, I literally just made this version a bit taller and a bit bigger or longer. And she's even more effective. She costs 40k, so around a little less than double this one. And both of these are really campaign effective submarines, at least for the beginning. And they've saved my ass a few times, even though I don't play the campaign too often. I just like building cool looking ships. But yeah, I wanted to build sort of U-boat designs. And of course, as always, the insides are, you know, you can walk inside it. It's an actual submarine, and this one has a mascot, kind of like the Torpedo is a rocket launcher, kind of like Team Fortress 2 Soldier, where you have like a mounted version of the submarine on your back as a rocket launcher, and you just load a torpedo into it and fire it like a rocket launcher. But of course, you can head into every different part of the ship, and it'll maintain the buoyancy based off of, you know, stuff. I forgot how I did it. It's been a long time ago, and I had to have help doing it. And this is her bigger sister, and her bigger sister is like Scottish, but yeah, different looking mascot for that one. Other than that, yeah, the forward torpedo room right here, all this other stuff, and the submarines, you know, are divided into their own little compartments and things like that. Have extra sections for bypassing. But yeah. Oh, welcome, Sea Lion. Welcome. You're 18 minutes from your destination. Oh, nice. Well, nice that you're almost at the end of your long journey here. Again, I still don't know how you're traveling. Are you on a bus or something, or a train? Although then again, who has trains in America? Am I right? I wish. But imagine if you could build trains in front of the depths. Oh my god. But then you'd actually have to lay track everywhere, and again, you can't really lay it over water, so kind of defeating the purpose of the game. Oh gosh, here's the battle cruiser. Jennings. Oh, Jennings is something else. This tiny ass pocket battleship right here. Don't I have a retrofit? Man, let me sort by name. So yeah, this is like world's most condensed battle cruiser right here. I just stole the turrets off of like a Deepwater Guard ship. I forgot which ship I stole the turrets off of, but I don't care. Here she is. Here's the retrofit. For the retrofit, I made her longer. She was way too short before, so I just made her 10 meters longer. So she was even shorter than this at first. So this is one of my battle cruisers. Again, I stole the turrets from the Deepwater Guard, but everything else is my design. Yeah, because my ships have so little internal volume, I kind of need these, even though they're eyesores. But oh well. I make them big enough to where they don't use energy. But yeah, I mean, if you think about it, wait. So 2,000 millimeters. Let me do a quick search right here. So, let's take a battleship. What's New Jersey's guns? Oh, wait, 16 inches. Let's take a 16-inch gun battleship, standard one. 16 inches, 2 millimeters. That's a 406 millimeter gun, is 16 inches. What is a 2,000 millimeter gun? A 78-inch gun. That is the stupidest thing about From the Depths with the cram cannons. Because the advanced cannons, they actually maintain a decent amount of, like, decent realism with the size of their gauges. Some of these, like, really? 2,000? You expect them to build a 78-inch gun on a ship and have 12 of them on this tiny ass ship? I think not. I'm afraid not. Oh, you're about to head out? Alright, you have a good one. Have a good night. But yeah, anyway, that's just definitely a bit perplexing. Oh yeah, and all the big capital ships have their own little canteen, because they need to, even though there aren't any crew in this game. Anyway, I'm gonna do a little bit more construction on, you know, the thing we planned to tonight before I end out. Let me look for some other good-looking guns. Do I have any others saved? Oh, I have some from a spaceship. The spaceship. Oh god, am I really gonna spawn the spaceship? Yes, yes I am. I'm gonna spawn the spaceship. I'm gonna go off track again. Here we go. Spacecraft. There she is, the Valerian class Star Cruiser. That was the most recent thing. This is the most recent thing. And in fact, the very first stream I ever had on my channel was building this thing. The very first live stream I ever did. And I just stopped and I finally came back after all those years and finished it. Finished her. Oh, no, don't go down. But yeah. Here, let me actually put my headphones on now. I wore the hat for enough. Let me just do that. Yeah. So this is a fully decorated, fully made Star Cruiser. And it took me a long ass time to make. Why is she losing altitude? I think it's the thing where it's too high up, and when you're too high up it tries to push you back down. Maybe if I stop momentum. That seemed to have done the trick. Anyway. Yeah, sadly her warp rod doesn't work very well. I think I don't understand the technology properly. I could extend it, but that would take effort. But yeah, it has its own starfighters and a shuttle. I like how it went into nostalgia. Yeah, that's actually what most of my From the Depths streams recently are. Me going in to do something specific, and then someone asks me about something else I've done in From the Depths, and then I just end up showing everything else I've built. Because I think I've shown this ship in like every single other past stream too. So yeah, anyway, if you want more details, I think it showed it off in a different thing. Cool. Here, let's ram it into the ground. That'll be fun. Ramming the ship into the ground, I think. That'll be pretty fun. And then we'll actually get back to building the Halberd. I may use some of these turrets. I may take a few of these turrets off. In fact, let me make sure I have them saved as sub-objects. So this is a quad battery. I think that was the... Yes, that's the quad battery. And do I have the twin battery? Yes, this is the twin battery from here. So we have both of those. And we have another thing. No, I need you to keep going down. I want to ram you nose first. There's a Mandarin person in the chat? Oh yeah, someone speaking Mandarin. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're saying. I see the number 73. Alright, let's slam this thing into the ground. Oh, my hopes. Here lies my hopes and dreams. Actually, I did turn damage off, so let me go ahead and despawn that. Oh gosh, now I gotta... Why doesn't it delete all the other parts of the ship? Because they even had escape pods in there. Let me just delete all that, and then we can actually get to work on the Halberd again without getting distracted. Maybe, hopefully. Okay. Halberd. I want to replace these turrets. What would be a good turret to do so with? Petropavlovsk? Oh, no, too big. I just don't have space to fit some of these turrets. However, I'm thinking maybe I could replace some of these really dumb-looking guns right here with better ones. So that's what I'm going to do right now. These stupid-looking guns, delete. And, yeah. Because again, like, tiny cram cannons like this are kind of useless. Goodbye. Let's give them a warm welcome. Who says that again? Oh yeah, that's Liru. Well, a lot of people say that, but I know Liru said that a lot. I watched some Arma VODs. I don't actually play Arma though, because I want to have free time. But, yeah. So I think something like this would fit. Actually, I didn't expect it to need that divot right there. What if I try, let me compare the two. I'll place the other turret in the other one. That was the quad battery. Where's the twin battery? So that's the quad. Where's the twin? Alright, here's the twin battery. Alright, which one of these looks better? Compared to these. This one is more flat, but then I'd have to, like, make it extend this shape downwards. And, of course, I would have to import the... Ah, I forgot to import the shells. That means I'm gonna have to spawn the spaceship in again. It's just such a pain to actually put... Wait a minute. What shells is it putting in here? Oh, it's putting in the... No, don't put in the hash shells. This is a tiny... This is like an anti-aircraft gun. Don't put in the hash shells. Space noids. Let's see. I kind of like the way this one works. Actually, I want to compare the fire rate. Again, they're using the wrong shells, but I'll replace the one that wins. So this is that one. Oh wait, no it's not. Okay. What's your fire rate? One. About one shot every 2 seconds. What's the other one's fire rate? Hopefully higher, since it's a quad gun. Don't tell me it's under control for section 1. No, it's not. Well, what's its turret controller under? Weapon slot all? That's not good. Maybe I need to fix that on the other ship, too. Alright. And I forgot to actually set the guns themselves to 5. There we go. Alright, what's your fire rate? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I may keep the quad, just because of the faster fire rate. And if I did want to keep the quad, I'd need to make sure that it looks better. Maybe I'll just extend the design? What do you mean it's not attached? This thing's here. There we go, that's attached. Now, how do I want this to look? I could just have this part be straight across. Yeah, it looks a little bit ugly, but then again, so are most of my crafts. But I didn't expect having to build it this far removed, but I kind of need that extra block there to attach the... Because if this section gets destroyed, that would be really bad. Maybe I should have made that one block thicker, but too late now. Extra thick, old mean. Square corner? And I guess we'll do the same thing on the other side. Should I make the paint job the same? I'll give it the black paint scheme. It would be standard gray. Battleship gray, specifically. I don't know if this is Battleship gray. Actually, probably that would be the default color. Yeah, I might as well put some stuff on the back to cap it off, too. Wait a minute, why am I using... I should use alloy, not metal. Ugh, such a pain. Why am I not mirroring? I should have been mirroring this whole time. I look like a younger pirate Ed Sheeran. Sheridan? Did you mean Sheeran? Because you typed Sheridan. What if I put the pirate hat back on? Alright, me mateys, it'd be me, funny best artist of the year. I don't know, I don't actually listen to Ed Sheeran. I don't know what his music is like. I'm assuming that's who you're talking about. Wasn't there like a meth addict that looked like Ed Sheeran that got arrested in Britain for something, or was I making that? No, I think I remember seeing that somewhere. Like he went around impersonating Ed Sheeran, but he just wanted... It was weird. You had to be there. No. I don't live in Britain, thank God, but, yeah, I'm just replacing this all with alloy because then again, I mean, not gonna make too much of a difference. Yeah, that looks fine enough. Okay, let me go over and delete this one. Where is the turret? There we go. Pop that one off, slap a new one on. Sub-objects. Quad. I want the quad battery. And I'll need to spawn the ship again so I can get the proper shells, because I don't want my anti-aircraft guns firing squash rounds, because that's... or HESH rounds, because that's not what these anti-aircraft guns are for. So... in fact, before I go too hasty with this, spawn it, I'll spawn the new one again in space, and make sure to get the specific block. I need find the specific one to copy. That means I'm gonna have to delete everything again. Did I spawn it high enough? No, I did not. Oh shit. Let's make sure you don't fall too far, because we'll have to delete you before you hit the ground. Alright, so this is the gun we were looking for. No, this is the gun. Access intakes. Looks like this is where I stored it. Yes, it's a frag shell. Alright, this is the shell I need. I'm glad it actually points out where in the vehicle it is. Alright, grab, and just unload it. I'm not even going to bother deleting it right now, I'm just going to unload it. Now I'll head back here. Where did I keep them? I think I kept the shells here. Yes, I did. Okay, here's that one. Let me make sure that these actually pick up the right shells. I don't want them having the squash. And then having this one. Assign all... Where's the force assigned? Assign all intakes to this. Okay, and then we'll repeat it over here. Keep the pirate headphones. I want to, it's just, again, the problem is I can't do... My headphones don't stay on like this. But yeah, I'll keep it on. I mean, it's just the music, that's the only thing I can hear. Alright, me hearties! Me hearties, it's time to destroy Kirby! It'd be time to get to Dreamland. Stop being so lazy once and for all. Or if you want to go full waste combat on him. Oh hi, it be me, Captain Torres, and I'm here to tell you how you can prevent 99% of all wars by nuking the capital of Osia. I learned this here knowledge while stuck under the sea for 697 days with nothing but virtual YouTuber content, and now I'm as sane as any old sea dog aboard this ship. I think I've recited that same thing to my roommates and they hate me for it. Force assigned to all. There we go. Now you should be holding the right shells, I think. At least in the future. I don't know if I got rid of the old bad shells. Here, let's select this one. And let's fix you up. With the alloy instead. But yeah, anyway, Captain Torres did nothing wrong. Don't you see? 1 million lives. 1 million lives. Oh, that's a different reference, but still. Y'all are too young for that one. Or not, I don't know. That's my purse, I don't know you. Here we go. And let's fix this baby up. I just wanted to have the guns on this ship be slightly more effective than the ones they originally had, which are utter dog shit. But yeah, that's the main goal. And again, this is just starting the process. It's not gonna fully finish. I'm probably gonna finish this eventually some other time off screen. I just wanted to do a stream of this because someone specifically commented on the Halberd video asking about it, so that was the main reason. Because that was one of the first videos that I ever made that took off at all. Wait a minute, is that broken? Oh, that's broken. Yeah, you can tell this is old because some of the connection rules. Oh, a lot of the connection rules are broken, see? This gun definitely needs to be replaced, but with what is the question? But I'm glad we have the quad mounts here. That's an improvement. And this is broken. I don't know what was on here. What was this supposed to be? I don't know what image that was supposed to be. But, oh well. And that's not even... Sometimes it teleports my character to a seat on the ship that is not the captain's seat, which is weird. Yeah, I did make sure to try to include the, you know, platform you can stand on for the Smash Bros. Stage. And again, I like how this gun looks. It's just not useful at all. Because it has to be that big gun that's a boss, you know? This was an actual... And I need to have something on the side here. Oh, wait, are these not connected? No, they're connected. It's just... I need that circle on the side that represents that gun. In fact, if I pull up the 3D model again, I could try inserting that. Because it was like a circular ball turret design. Yes, it was. Here, if I could make a mimic on this gun. Now I need a wheel. I'm going to color that wheel red. And I want it to be sunk inside. And forward, backward? Yes. That looks a bit better. I kind of like that. Yeah, that definitely looks better than before. So, copy. Paste. Oh yeah, that looks better. It's a stopgap measure. I may even get rid of that gun eventually, but I like the way that looks. Agreed, yeah. Because again, it's kind of... I wish I had made the ship bigger at first. Because if you look at the bridge kind of looks nice, but when you actually see inside of it, you realize this isn't 2 separate levels, it's just 1 level, because this is way too small otherwise, you know? Again, this is kind of scaled down, unless you are Kirby and you're like 1 foot tall, so. I do get what someone mentioned earlier about this wing section being a bit too wide, but I don't know, kind of too late, and I like how it looks. I agree that it could have been trimmed back a bit more, but it does provide more room to do other stuff, and it's a neat little platform. I don't know. But if I were designing this thing again from scratch, I wouldn't have made this as big. Or I would have kept it the same size and just made the rest of the ship bigger. I don't know. It does give it like a weird, almost like Stingray sort of look from the bottom, though. Guys, I should put some jet engines on the side here. That would probably be smart. Air. Well, that's 12, not 14. What do you mean it's not connected? How is this not connected? It's a jet engine. You stick it to the block it's in front of. What? Why is it not connected? What? Where would it connect to? What? Oh, am I connected to a turret? I'm connected to a turret, aren't I? Yeah, yes I am. That's why. Trophy. That's why it was on a turret. Hopefully, I didn't place anything else in the meantime. I don't know which turret I was connected to. Probably that one. And again, this isn't meant to be a spacecraft, it's just an atmospheric craft, so I don't need to worry about putting too many ion thrusters, although I think I did put a few just for shits and giggles. How long have I been streaming? An hour and a half. And again, I do gotta do something later tonight, but we'll see how long I can be on. Again, I don't like the fact, the only problem with some of these is that the turret's placed upon the local weapon controller. In fact, it's probably not the best thing to have done. How much of this is sunk into the bottom? I may change that. I may make this a bit more structurally intact. And I would just replace this with a different block. Here, I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna get rid of this. Replace it here. That didn't get rid of this, right? Yes, it kept the turret. And then instead, what I'm gonna do is get rid of this. Place it here. AI. LWC. Here. And failsafe next to the gun. There we go. Works better, and then I can extend this. I mirrored it, right? Hey nerd, took you long enough. Oh, you're no longer a singular nerd, you are a box of nerds candies. You know, that reminds me of a story. When I was at a Boy Scout summer camp one day, it was the day before we were gonna leave. We were all packing up our stuff and getting out of our permanent tents that were there, and we were just eating the excess candy we had from our care packages and stuff, and I had a ton of nerds, right? And I was eating a bunch of nerds. And it turns out, later that day, we had apparently some bad meat in the canteen or whatever. Like, part of the dinner we had, it was like sloppy joes or something, but they used questionable meat apparently, and me and a few other people got food poisoning the next day. And it was really bad. and so it continued for a lot of the bus ride. But my dumbass had, even though I knew that it was the meat and it wasn't the nerds, I just would not get near nerds. And I think I haven't eaten any nerds since then. That day, I've never eaten nerds, just because my brain is like, oh no, you got sick around the time you ate nerds, never eat nerds again. So I just got physically repulsed anytime I got near them. So, I mean, it's not like that anymore, but like, I don't know, that was a weird ass tangent, but still. Sorry to do that to y'all. Wait a minute. One of these is a missile interceptor, but the others aren't. Okay, I'm gonna really have to do a lot of other tooling of this ship. This is... I don't think the stream's gonna go over 2 hours just because of the other thing I gotta do tonight, but this thing needs a lot of work. Bro, nerds are good. No, they are. They are. It's just... I just couldn't bring myself to eat them again because I kept relating them to that experience. So, that's a dumbass reason, but... Yeah. Goth girl. Bruh. No, I have a girlfriend. She just goes to another school. Your girlfriend goes to another school. I am in love with the paranoid schizophrenia demon in my head. We are not the same. It's like Breaking Bad. We are not the same sort of me. Get on my level. Yeah, I remember I had to use multiple spinners and make sure these got in like a cool looking angle for the wings, even though the wings are pretty much useless. But like, look how cool they are. Look how cool those wings are. Like, it wouldn't be the Halberd without those massive ass wings. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna, if I look at that 3D model again, what was in the front of the ship? There was nothing ahead of this. This thing is pretty much useless, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. This was a little anti-laser system, but it doesn't go anywhere else besides that. So it has like 3 pumps, so it would take like, what, 30 seconds of continuous damage to destroy a missile, so it's pretty much useless. Goodbye. It's gone now. Now we have that part of the hull to work with again. I may toy around. I probably won't do a laser anti-missile system, but I'm probably going to increase the anti-missile capacity at some point. Because right now it's kind of lacking. I mean, these are just standard missiles right here. And I like how the missile ports look. Like, I think those are cool looking missile ports to have in the side of the hull right there. I may actually use, a different type of thing though. I may use, what's the word, those specific gantries, the shielded ones, now that those were a thing, because at first we didn't have those blocks. What's the thing that I'm looking for? Hatched gantries, that's what it was. So this contains an explosive warhead and an active radar seeker. Explosive warhead and active radar. Actually, why are they just explosive? Maybe the front one would be a frag? 45 degree frag, I think, would work better. And I need to make sure it's the same paint scheme. Which one of these looks better? Actually, wait a minute. No, I like the old look. Sure, it may not be as effective. Like, it may not be as armor effective, but I like the way you can see the missiles in the ports there on the sides, and you can see them launch without that. I think the new, like, gantry hatch just doesn't look as cool. I don't know. Some people may disagree, but I like it better that way. My crush actually goes to another school. Oh, she does go to another school. Frag isn't the meta. Well, that's the problem, nerd. I don't give jack shit about the meta. I build things to look okay. And I don't even use mimics, so I'm not even good at that. I build things that I want to build. I don't give a rat's ass about the meta. I'm just gonna keep it as explosive. I just want missiles flying everywhere. I don't care if they're good missiles. Also, this anti-aircraft gun is less than useful. I want to replace this with a different anti-aircraft gun. Only problem, of course, is this tower here. Because those towers were part of the design. In fact, let me zoom and make sure that they are there still. Because it depends, because on different parts of the Halberd, yeah, that tower is there. Actually, it's a little further out to this side. I may rebuild this tower. But it's still there. I can't just get rid of it. In fact, I think it was 2 smaller guns. I may just use... What are some of the simple weapons? Could I use simple weapons in place of that? Because they would probably be more effective. I could use shard cannons. Those look cool. Because again, I don't care if it fights well. I really don't give a rat's ass if it fights well. God, not a blast gun. We're not using a blast gun. No, we use ye old sailing cannon. Me hearties. No. Maybe some bofers? Just slap some bofers on there. That's what I do for most of my anti-aircraft worries for my other ships. Well, in the meantime, let's just get rid of this, because, no. It's not gonna... These old guns are terrible. Like, what is that? What is that? What's the millimeter? 18 millimeter. No. That's, like, throwing not even pebbles at the enemy, so... So, at first it was 2 different guns. Could I just use bofers? I could, but I'd have to limit their field of fire a lot. I may just limit it to 1 bofers and then something else. Maybe a vertical launch. Maybe a vertical launch missile. Like a decoy. I could put like a decoy missile right here, and then we just have like a twin bofers, like a quad bofers on the back or something. I think I'll do that. That'll be a bit better. And I'll have this facing out. Why is this paint not completely alongside? I'm gonna fix that. Actually, screw it. We're just doing the white paint instead. And then there, I'm continuing the white paint scheme, even though that's not really on the model I'm using. I just think it looks cool. And then I'll just paint these bottom 2 blocks. That white paint scheme. Oh, I forgot to put the back of this right. But, I'm gonna keep... Can I, like, have an idle angle for this? Customization. Yes, I can. There, 45 meter idle angle right here. That looks better. I like that. Oh, I didn't read the chat in a while. Greystorm, we're like Greystorm. Got him! Oh, you got me good. I should just stop streaming right now. I can't recover. Suck your soul, embrace the meta. No, I'm not embracing the meta. Internet's being bad, I want to watch more, but I'll pitch another stream. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream around the 2-hour mark. I got things I gotta do tonight. Join, what is this game? This is From the Depths. It's a block-based shipbuilding game, and right now I am editing a previously made version of the Battleship Halberd from the Kirby games. So, yeah. Now, if we keep going with what we were planning here, what I'll do right now is I'll grab a little weapon controller. It's not connected. Well, is this connected? Yes. No. Yeah. Oh, pfft. No, it's controlling the weapon. I just didn't actually hook it up. I'm an idiot. Again, it's been a long time since I've played this game. There we go. There's that. Again, this is alloy. Nerd, you want to know how this ship stays afloat? Non-powered dead blades. And helium pumps. Helium pumps. Nerd, this thing is a dirigible. How much does it cost? 177k, so much for being cheap. Actually, the other version someone else made is probably $1 million, so I make cheap ships. I don't make good ships, I make cheap ships. You get what you pay for. So But yeah, this thing is a dirigible helicopter. Have fun. And no, I'm not changing it. She may be a dumpster fire, but she's my dumpster fire. Minus 45. 45. Idle angle, there we go. And I will have to put in a field of fire. I fell into a burning field of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went up higher. Sorry. There's that part. I think we'll keep it at, since we have that failsafe, I'll keep it before the tower. It's not allowed to go past the tower. Sword tower, we are cleared for takeoff. Oh, I forgot to do the flip. It's a good thing I already wasted time showing off my old other designs in the past, or before the stream really got going. Well, actually, no, it already got going. I just derailed it. But yeah, I mean, hey, what's a good stream without a little bit of derailing it for fun, you know? Speaking of derailing, I should play like a train game sometime. That would be fun. I do have Rolling Line. Maybe I should play Rolling Line again. I know I streamed that, even in VR at one point. I need to figure out, I kind of like forgot how to stream in VR. If I could figure that out again, that would be cool. Maybe I could do some, I don't know if Realms, what if Realms works with VR? That would be cool if I could like be interacting with you all in multiplayer. No, I don't know if it would work in multiplayer. Cause like, what if you had one person playing Minecraft in VR? And then the other people weren't? Like, I don't think that would be compatible. Anyway, I'm rambling. I don't even remember how I got the VR Minecraft to work. I think I did use a specific version of the launcher. 155 and 56. 56. Wait a minute. That wasn't what I meant to do. $22 and negative 97. 22 minus 97. There we go. It's something. Oh, I need to set which number it is too. How did I assign the numbers for these? Yeah, I'll reassign the numbers for all the guns later. This is going to be a long project. Gray ignores my TF2 meme. Gray gravel? Oh, what, Gray Man? What, are you talking about TF2 lore, nerd? Is that what you mentioned? I mean, yeah, you reference the lore too. I get that. Very good. I'm not... Well, joke's on you. Workshop doesn't show up. Steam Overlay doesn't show up, so I'm not legally obligated to show your shit. But you mentioned it in the chat, so you showed it yourself, and now I'm mentioning it now, so there. There, I did your shilling for you. You're done. You get 2 shillings. You're like an English peasant boy in the 1700s. You get 2 shillings. Go spend them wisely. You can, but it would show you in VR. You can, but it work show you in VR to... I'm guessing you said won't? It won't show you in VR to non-VR users? Weird. Java, you probably use Vivecraft. Yeah, I think Vivecraft is what I used before. It's just been so long that I did that, so I kind of forgot how to do it. I had to relearn how to do that. T34 Pog. No, I'm not saying it out loud. I said you take your 2 shillings. Look, beggars can't be choosers, nerd. Take your 2 shillings or leave them. Okay? Go buy yourself, like, a lollipop, like, you know, a sailor boy. Like a stereotypical little sailor boy. Little German kid. My mama said I could drink the Fortnite. No, drink Fortnite. Drink a cola and play Fortnite. Yippee! If any of you know the video I'm referencing, thank you. If you don't, I'm probably just rambling it again. Oh well. Not like I'm a stranger to it. No, I need to replace more of these. These guns gotta go. Question is, what should I may need to build guns from the ground up to replace them? Because like, again, I don't have any space below the gun to put the inner workings of the gun, so I need to put a gun that is self-contained. I would need a self-contained turret to replace it. Again, because this is so small. It's a small ship, I can't, like, have a full battleship gun everywhere. Twin 146mm? Ooh, that could be a candidate. Twin 146. What do these guns look like in the 3D model? They're actually triple turrets. They're triples. That's interesting. And they're triples below as well. Maybe I could try to replace it with a triple at some point, but I'd have to probably design one from the ground up. I'll probably do that later. I may just show it off after I finish. And again, there are other games I'm playing, so this won't be done for a while. I'm just going to be honest with you. Looking at this model again, let me see the rest. Actually, wait a minute. So the laser turret's there. We have the big battleship, aka light cruiser gun, beside it. Actually, wait a minute. The way this thing is designed, it curves downward rather than upwards. And if I can get this a darker color, that looks a bit better. What else? Again, I wish I could have made the bridge a bit bigger, but again, it's kind of a scale model, so I can't get it as big as I want to. If I look at this section of the hull. Actually, I think armored simple weapons may be better for your purpose. Yeah, again, this isn't, you're not going to win many campaign battles with this thing, I'm just telling you that much. This thing is made to look like the Halberd and not be too resource intensive for your computer. This is a poor man's Halberd. If you want an actual combat competent version, you would probably want that one version the other guy on the Steam Workshop made. So I just want to make this, like, not defenseless. It's not going to be a good ship, but it's not going to be defenseless. What are we at? We're at 154. I may cut it off right here, to be honest with y'all, because, also thank you for the compliment, T34, because again, I'm doing something with a friend later tonight. Speaking of VR, like, I just downloaded a new VR game called, like, A Township Tale or something, and I just bought it because a friend wanted to play it with me, so I'm going to be doing that for the rest of tonight. So when I get around to finishing this eventually, I'll post the finished result, but this is going to take a lot of, like, contemplation for me, and that would probably be really boring to watch. Like, even more boring than it is right now. Also, this gun, I said it before, but this gun is so ugly. It looks like a giant, like, cranium or something. You need to get rid of that. What does the gun in this version look like? Oh, it just straight up looks like that's just a triple turret, but I wish I could just copy and paste this thing, but, oh well. Also, nerd, in case you're wondering, this thing that I replaced, this gun right here, is actually just a redrawn version of this. It's exactly this, but I just made the top look different. So it's a light cruiser gun that I made to look like a battleship gun because this thing is so scaled down. So yeah, I'll probably save it here. I'll probably end the stream around here, and since I want to do more variety related streams, I actually may be streaming one of 2 new games for the next stream. Let me pull them up, or pull up the names of each one. I may be streaming either War on the Sea or Steel Division 2. Those are 2 games I haven't played yet, so we'll see. I've been playing a lot of Death Stranding too. Who knows, if y'all want, I could stream Death Stranding as well, because I've actually been playing that one a lot. So there's just a lot to do, a lot to play, and not much time, so that's the problem with how this is, I guess. I do like how she looks, though. I want to test out if her top speed is still as good as it was in the past. Oh, she really likes going up. Also, why are these pointing downwards? Well, she can go fast, but she can't really turn very well. Again, this ship's... Yeah, I'll need to fix that. Are you in space now? Did you go into space? Okay, no, thank God. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. You good? You good there, pal? I mean, the armored simple weapons could look perfect for what I need. Yeah, I may replace, like, some of these. I don't know. I kind of like the look of these turrets. I like the look of the small laser turrets here. But, I mean, depending on some of them... I get what you mean, like the casemates? I'm guessing you mean the casemates, right? Like these. Yeah, they could work for some of them. The turrets have a whimsical look to them, kind of. Space in FTD doesn't exist anymore? I know at some point, like, if I spawn the Valerium, I think I have to be, like, 12,000 blocks up, but at that point she won't fall down. Like, because I did steal some of the turrets that I was using for that from the Valerium. Let me spawn her in. What? I gotta guess with the height, though. I wish there was, like, a camera height indicator. That would be nice. Like, oh, what height is the camera at right now? So, again, if I spawn this ship yet again, even though I already spawned a different version, are we at the right height? Yes, we are. So, if I spawn the Valerium at this height, she won't fall. I think space does exist, but like if you go above 1,800 meters, it'll pull you back down. And if you go below 1,200 meters, you'll be pulled back to Earth. So yeah, this is space apparently and from the depths. Where's cavalry? So can I see that ship from here? Can I see the ship that's in orbit? Oh, I can see the Halberd right there. Can I see Valerium? Where is she? I think she's a bit too far away. Oh, no, she's all the way up there. So she is pretty high up, but still. Here, let me go ahead and get rid of cavalry. Not gonna lie, I kind of look like an actor. Someone in the chat earlier said I kind of look like a pirate version of... who did you say? Who did he say? What was his name? Ed Sheeran? Someone in the chat said I look like a pirate Ed Sheeran. I mean, I kind of see where they're going at, but my hair isn't like that orange, you know? I don't know. It would be cool to do acting, but I'm not in acting. I'm not an actor, so... Yeah. It's still funny, though. I think I'm going to end on this. It's just weird for me to think that, again, the first time I ever live streamed on this channel was me building that ship right there. Me trying to build that ship. And I just put it aside and forgot about it. And then finally got back to it after a long amount of time and finally finished it. Like, a few months ago. Again, because I hadn't played From the Depths for a long time since then. So, surprised it took that long to finish it. But we finished it, so... And it looks good. I don't care if it fights good. That's my design philosophy. I don't care if it fights good, as long as it looks good. As long as I can walk inside of it, because, by God, I am never going to make a ship that I can't walk through. If I can't walk through it, there's no point in making it, so I need to be able to live inside of every ship I make. And of course, as you can tell, it was kind of inspired by a Venator, but yeah, I mean, just with a lot more guns. This is basically like, I think the design philosophy for this is, what if you took a Venator, got rid of the hybrid carrier design that was stupid, and instead just made it smaller, more compact, and fully focused it on guns. And of course, if you realistically want to fight in space with it, you would need to angle it like that when you're shooting, because you don't want your guns firing over each other. I mean, you want them firing over each other, but yeah. Ideally, you would like go completely sideways and fly between them and broadside them with the dorsal side of the ship, but I'm thinking too much about this. So yeah. just you know, yeah. What if the Venator wasn't a carrier, and like had a tiny hangar instead of a massive hangar? And actually, this isn't a tiny hangar though when you think about it. This is a pretty big one. Let me go down to the cargo bridge, and then I can actually, you know, change the shuttles from there. But then again, I've shown off this ship before. So, yeah, here's the... I think I pressed a button by accident. So if I do this dock backwards, that will retract to this one. That's a fighter right there, and then I can push forward the shuttle. Bell... dock forward, that'll push forward the shuttle right here. There's some drunk people outside of this. I don't know if y'all can hear that. That's like, those people are really drunk. It's only 10 o'clock. What the hell are you? Well, I mean, I guess that's fine, but still, like, really? I don't know. You got the monitoring cameras here. Then I can hit the bow dock release. And I can get in the ship, the shuttlecraft. Now I'm in the shuttlecraft, and I can push forward. I can even remote control it if I want, and I can just guide it out of the hangar. There we go, we're out of the hangar now. But yeah, I was going for like a mix of Star Wars and Star Trek design philosophy, so... This is like a very basic ass shuttle that's designed to fit inside of existing ships. So, whee! There it goes, off into the sunset. So, that one's manually controlled. The others are auto-controlled. You know, they're actually AI fighters. So, and of course, you can just extend them gantry cranes as you need to. And these two are stationary. They just extend and then launch. But yeah, I like the idea of having like moving gantry cranes inside the hangar, and I really wanted to do that and make it look like, you know, you could actually be a controller and launch all these aircraft, you know? Or spacecraft. College experience, yeah. What do you think? Medium ships are tall and step along. Yeah, again, that's another thing. My ship philosophy, I gotta like stop making things so small. I always make things small. And I don't make them deep enough. I don't give them enough decks, because then I can't like fit enough turret inside the hull. So, but yeah. But I don't play from the depths that often. I play other games instead, so I don't really care too much right now. And again, one of the reasons I kind of stopped playing from the depths a lot is, one, it uses up a lot of time I would rather spend elsewhere, even though it's a good game, and two, I realized that, wait a minute, if I keep making ships, I keep wanting to make mascots for them, and I'm too lazy to make mascots because I'm not good at drawing, so that's the other thing. Anyway, I am going to switch over to the ending soon screen, because we are going to end here. I am glad, though, I know someone mentioned in the chat before that if someone looks up the Battleship Halberd, one of the screenshots or the thumbnail from my video is one of the top search results, so I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, that was published back in November of 2018, and that was like one of the first videos I had that reached over 1,000 views, so that video has gotten consistent views since then. Not many, but consistent views, which was really one of the first videos to do so. And of course there's another video here comparing its superstructure to Yamato. Yeah, I guess that is really evident. They just straight up made it look like Space Battleship Yamato. Although I never actually liked or watched that at all. I don't watch much anime at all, so yeah. Yeah, I think the Japanese aircraft carriers look better than the Japanese battleships. They had some interesting looking heavy cruisers, though. If you look up Atago and the, whatever that one was, the Takao, that class of cruisers, those looked really interesting. But anyways, I think my roommates are home now, so I should probably wrap up. Anyway, I will announce the next stream later on. We'll see if it's this week. It may or may not be. We'll see. Maybe. I'll announce it. But hope you all have a good night. And yeah, eventually if I finish this, I'll show it off. But I'm guessing it's going to take a while since I'm just busy with so much other stuff and from the depths isn't that high of a priority right now. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Oh yeah, they're definitely home. So yeah, you all have a good one, and I'm gonna hide before they grab the belt. No, I'm just kidding. They're not my dad. Anyway, you all have a good night. See you next time. Thank you for